It's great to be here again, talking sports like no other. Thank God it's Friday. Channels Television is what you're watching right about now. Of course, it's live. It's Sports This Morning. I'm Ayotunde Balogun.
Thank you for joining us and good morning. I'm Cecilia Omogbe.
From Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria, we bid you a warm welcome to yet another action-packed edition of Sports This Morning. I'm Austin Okonapan. Okay, we'll continue our look today on the Super Eagles of Nigeria and those two international friendly games that, well, we were waiting for. The one against DR Congo has come and gone, and it was the Leopards that devoured the Eagles. What's going on with Coach Sunday Olise's team after the Super Eagles fell by 2-0 right there in Vise, Belgium? We'll talk about that one extensively today on the show.
And of course, we'll be talking about the D Tigers. I mean, if they can, make another ticket to get the ticket for the Olympics in Rio de Janeiro next year. That's the big question. Of course, the coach will be joining us live on the show.
Of course, it's a big times, happy times, and Merseyside. Liverpool have finally confirmed their new manager, Jurgen Klopp. He takes the helm for the next 3 years. He will try to steer the ship at the Merseyside outfit, trying to see how they can get themselves back in the running, winning trophies and all of that. And for Klopp, well, it's a big time for him. It's a big dream coming to a big club like Liverpool to turn things around. And as far as he's concerned, he will stick to his philosophy that many know him for while he was at Borussia Dortmund. So happy times for the fans for Liverpool, and he has to hit the ground running right at this very point in time. So there you have it, Jurgen Klopp in the saddle, and of course the D Tigers will also be taking a look at that, and the Super Eagles, well, not too interested in results, but hey, it's just a friendly, and of course we hope that by the time it's time to talk other games, talking about the qualifiers for the Nations Cup and all of that, well, we hope that they start getting the major results. So never mind the defeats and all of that. It's just a time to test players. And for those who saw the game, well, guys, I don't know.
Just go to one of the newspaper stands nearby. Tell those football fans that
it's just a friendly.
Just do that for me and come back. And
then you have to ask, what do we want to achieve with the international friendlies?
I think even when you play friendlies as a dominant side, even when you lose, people want to see that you played with some improvements. You played with
playing well.
Some promise. You played with a view that this team can get better. Well, what we saw of the Super Eagles last night, no coordination, no passion, no bites, no vision whatsoever in going forward. A lot of work for Coach Sunday Olise and that team. Well, with all the drama that has come out of before that game, I've said, okay, yeah, the drama. In fact, when I was watching the guys, I blamed the Belgian embassy for delaying. I needed to put the blame on something, and I was searching. No, it can't be Sylvester Igbo, it can't be Mikel. No, it's not Kalikeme.
And it can't be the pitch either.
No, it's not because it's the Belgian embassy. They started all of this drama for the Super Eagles. Well, we try to laugh over it. The hope is that when they get on the pitch on Sunday against the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon, we want to see something better. If they win that one, then we can say it's just a friendly and
I think corrections would need to be made and all that. If you take a look at the match, I think there was a little flair in it. They just wanted to try to entertain, but their coordination wasn't really there. Maybe because most of the players that came in were not the ones that were there when he played this first game. I think he's still trying to look at the players that he can build. When a new coach is coming in, 2 games you just really can't judge him. No question, no passion. But I think after what transpired, just that moment before the game, few hours to the game, some of the players would definitely want to be for Vincent Eyama, in the sense that they will still be affected by the fact that, hey, our captain who we've known for a very long time is not here. So the team might just be divided at that particular time. So going into the pitch and going forward, they feel it's just a friend. Okay, let's just go there and play and see what will happen. So we'll see what's going to happen in the game against Cameroon to see if they can really come back and play a better game, even if they don't get to win. But we just want to see a little bit of cohesion and coordination, good football that we can really enjoy.
And guys, in the course of the show, because it's going to be a loaded package to all our viewers watching us, the Euro qualifiers, we're talking you know, the Nigeria Professional Football League. And speaking about the Euro qualifiers, or should I say the World Cup qualifiers, interesting results for in South America. They had the likes of Argentina, Brazil, you know, taken to the pitch without their main players, Neymar and Messi, and of course they got the shocker.
Yeah, but I think for Argentina definitely would not want to rely on only Lionel Messi, especially when you have, you know, Sergio Aguero, you have Angel Di Maria. Well, Angel Di Maria, of course, was taken off the pitch. He was injured. I think another hamstring. I won't pity Manchester United this time around and all that. Now, Aguero was going to talk about Aguero. Yeah, that he was actually taken off the pitch and all that. So I was expecting them to actually, you know, carry on. Carry the team, but they just couldn't do that. For Brazil, we know that no Neymar, no Brazil. That's what it showed so far. It showed at the World Cup. It showed at the the Copa America. And now it's showing. This is I mean, Brazil losing their qualifiers. It's something we never expected. So also for Argentina, also the first time they're losing at home. You know, they played Chile fine, but the Brazilian we know it. We're talking about World Cup qualifiers here. It's World Cup. So usually when you're playing that tournament, it's always there are just some teams that you don't expect to lose qualifiers. Usually they have like 80% record, 100% record when you're playing qualifiers.
Well, and of course we'll also be taking a look at Issa Hayatou, who is now the interim president at FIFA. Well, that's no longer news for many of us who've been watching, but I want to see what he'll be bringing to the table, you know, in the next couple of weeks before the
it's just more like a figurehead. I think there's really no there. I think
that's the word. Like
that's it, because he's been there. He's the most senior person in FIFA, and that's the reason, you know,
but
he had to.
It's gone into the record books. All right, now we have an African heading, you know, the World
acting capacity.
Well, acting or not,
it's not. He's acting. It doesn't matter. He's been there for like how many years? For like forever. He's been there like forever, and he's the most senior person there. So that's the reason he had to just get the position. So if it was maybe a Spaniard that was there, he would have been the one to get it. So he's the most senior officer there, and that's the reason he's getting that position.
Smiled on him at this point in time.
I just can't wait for all of them to just leave and we'll just have a new set of
I'll tell him, be careful, brother, because with these eyes right now,
everyone is being investigated.
If he cannot account for $1 under his watch
between now and
you
January,
will be so shocked at the way it will be pursued.
The good news is the only thing is definitely going to be in charge is actually the FIFA Confederations Cup. I mean, that's where you know, the big teams and the big clubs and all that get to play in December. So that's the only one. There's really no big tournaments, no World Cup, no big tournaments, so to speak. So,
but it's good. It's good to talk for us. And I mean, Issa Hayatou is president, interim president of FIFA, at the moment. But again, at some point, even right here, we've been asking, well, what is he doing in CAF forever and ever?
Since 1988.
Maybe this is what God wants him to just get and then call it quits. But again, it's not sweet. I was speaking to Shegun Odegbami last night on the show, and all of this going on in FIFA doesn't speak well for international football, but it does send a message to Africa. It's about time for us to get involved. And you know, with this guy now being acting, it shows that we can actually go out there
and do the job. Exactly. So this is a rallying point or a rallying cry, as it were, for Africans to really come out.
There's actually nothing he can do because you have the ethics committee breathing down everybody's neck. So he's just there as a figurehead, as I said earlier.
Just be careful. Okay, let's leave that.